Now, what is happening with our neighbors to the north in Canada is historic. It started with some truckers who just 2 years ago, at the start of the pandemic, were hailed as heroes for continuing to work long and brutal hours, all so that they could deliver food, supplies, and medicine all to our homes, while most of the world was in complete lockdown. But in Canada, as in the U.S., government officials tasted the blood of raw power, telling people to follow the science, even when many in government didn't follow it, or for that matter, didn't know what it was, since it kept changing. A truck convoy rolled into the Canadian capital of Ottawa, and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and other government officials officially lost their minds. The truckers have been accused of everything from racism to insurrection and homophobia and violence. I mean, it was said that they were destroying property and impeding government operations. Ottawa Police Chief Peter Slowly said the truckers were engaging in hate and violence, but yet he couldn't cite one instance of either one of those things. He said the truckers were doing unlawful things, but if so, why weren't any of them arrested? No police cars were set on fire, no businesses were looted, no one was violently attacked by the truckers. The government-owned media of Canada played right into the narrative of a breakdown of law and order. But even the government media couldn't actually show that order needed to be restored because order was never lost. The truckers even set up bouncy houses for kids. They help feed homeless people, and they shovel snow from around people's homes. Real dangerous stuff right there. It sounds like the protesting truckers were doing more good than the government was. And then when a GoFundMe site was set up to support the truckers, $10 million was quickly raised until the left-wing goons at GoFundMe said they were going to confiscate the money that other people had given, and they were going to give it to other charities of their choice. Well, their brazen attempt to steal the donated money after having fraudulently collected it on behalf of the truckers brought so much outrage and scorn that they had to reverse course and give it back to the donors. Supporters of the truckers promptly gave it to a Christian charity site called Give, Send, Go. That site doesn't steal donated money, and they don't try to divert it to left-wing causes like GoFundMe does. Attempts to label the protest as racist, well, that became laughable because blacks, Aboriginals, Sikhs, all kinds of other people are a part of the protest. Justin Trudeau has made a complete fool of himself as an arrogant elitist who is appalled that the little people that he sees himself as Lord over have the audacity to simply demand a return to freedom. His hysterical comments that the truckers have created a crime wave, folks, that's a lie worthy of the New York Times or CNN. Because as of the taping of this show, crime in Ottawa is actually down, and not one single arrest, not one, has been made of the truckers. By the way, the government sent tow trucks in to tow away the big trucks, and the tow truck operators instead joined in the protest. Don't you love it? The left-wing socialists like Trudeau forgot that Karl Marx preached, "Let the workers of the world unite." And in Canada, that's exactly what these blue-collar working-class truck drivers have done. They united. Gosh, the elites hate it when tax-paying citizens start demanding honest answers, accountability, and a return to freedom, and following the law instead of being ordered into mandates of lockdowns, forced vaccinations, and mask wearing that even the scientists at the CDC have acknowledged just don't stop the spread of COVID enough to matter. Now, what these truckers in Canada are doing is being systematically and intentionally ignored by the mainstream media. But people around the world, tired of being bullied by their own governments, are joining the voices of the truckers. I mean, who would have thought that the next revolution of freedom would start by some truck drivers in Canada, of all places? You know, I think if Mr. Trudeau believed in his own noise, he ought to ask for a meeting with the truckers. Sit down and listen to them. But because they're making far more sense than he is, don't expect that to happen. Maybe, just maybe, the next Prime Minister of Canada will be a truck driver, and Trudeau can get a job at a truck stop serving coffee and donuts. I like that idea a lot. Now, if you're seeing this, I know you've enjoyed that video. I mean, how could you not, after all? So you know what you should do? Leave a like, click on the subscribe button below, and hit the notification bell next to it so you'll always know when I have another video up for you to enjoy.